Good morning, y'all. We are back out here today on the Bonafide XTR 130, and today we're going to be specifically targeting flounder, and I believe we can get on some big ones today. We're in an area that really produces big flounder, and I'm just going to kind of do a flounder fishing one-on-one approach. Basically just try to give y'all as much information as I can about how I go about targeting these flounder, why I picked this area, so on and so forth, and we'll also talk about our setup, stuff like that. But yeah, we're just going to be starting along this bridge right here. On the other side we got some islands, some grassy islands. The tides aren't really moving much, so we might be bouncing around till we figure something out. But yeah, that's the deal. We're gonna get in here, fish a little marsh grass, fish a little bridge, find us some fish. All right, go ahead and kick our motor in gear just a little bit, clear, get on the other side of this bridge, and I'll show y'all the bait that we're using today. It's just a medium profile curl tail grub. This is a prototype that we are working on right now, but you can pick up pretty much any curl tail grub. They are excellent for flounder. This is one that we are designing, and we're in the final stages, hopefully getting ready to put this into production. But that's what we're going to be throwing today. We're going to see if it works. All right, we just got to our first spot. We got a bunch of little grassy islands going through, and we're in about 2 foot of water. We're just going to pop that lure up there and try to figure out what cadence they're really liking. But I always start off with like a little 2-pop, just like that, reeling in my slack, and we'll adjust our speeds depending on how they're feeding. Got him. Come here. That's a flounder. Oh, no. All right, well, that was our first flounder, and crazy enough, check this out. So I was bouncing that flounder, and right when I went to reel in my line, that flounder come up and got it. So what that tells me is that flounder was following my bait all the way. He's just looking at it, cruising behind it, and when he thought that bait was going to run and get away is when he went to eat it. Really crazy. Not a big one. He's probably about 14 inches or so. But we have just gotten started. I got a feeling we're going to get several more. There he is. Got him. Another flounder. Come here. That was like maybe 2 casts after the last one. We are going to be keeping today. They got to be 14 inches to keep, and I believe we get 5 of them. That guy's a little nugget, maybe 12 inches or so. But we are definitely in an area that's got some flounder in it, and as you can see, I'm fishing this grass line right here, and that water's really rushing up through that grass, and that's what I'm looking for. When I'm fishing an area like this, a marshy, grassy area, I don't want to see the roots or the mud line. I want to see that water pushed way back up in that grass, because that's what those flounder are looking for an ambush point. They're staging up right along that grass with their nose pointed in there, looking for that bait that's moving in and out around this grass. There he is. He's on it. Got him. Another flounder. About the same size. Well, that's 3 or 4 flounder on this one patch of grass right here. But they're all cookie cutters. They're all about the same size. There he is. Oh, we missed one. That was a solid thump. I think that was a little bit of a better fish. Maybe could have gave him a little bit more time to chew on it. I thought he was there. Got him. Got him. Come here. Be a good one. Oh my goodness. I told y'all we were going to catch small flounder today. And it just has been a bunch of these tiny guys. We're definitely on some flounder, no doubt about it. We have missed a couple of really solid thumps, and it's still really early. I mean, I don't think we're an hour into the morning yet. We've already put 4 or 5 flounder in the boat, or at least hooked them and had them beside the boat. Now the only ones I really care to net are the ones we're going to be keeping, so if they get off beside the boat, no big deal. There he is. Got him. Oh man. Well, there went another flounder. Where are the big ones at? I know they're in here. I know they are. My buddy over here, Jason, he got, I don't know how big it is, but I heard him yell that he caught a big one. So I imagine he's probably got an 18 plus incher. He was fishing the other side of the grass going down. I know that I have hooked more, but he's definitely got the biggest so far. Got him. Got him. Come here. Come here. Be a good one. It's feeling small. Feeling small. Flounder number 10 on the morning. That one was close to a keeper, but still not a big one. We're looking for those big ones. We might fish this grass a little bit longer. Tide is moving really good right now. We're on an incoming tide. Water's flowing through the grass. We're just gonna hold this path, and I'd say in about the next hour or so we're gonna move on. We're gonna hit some rocks. I don't know if that's a fish or grass. That's a fish. That's a fish. When in doubt, always set the hook. These are such beautiful fish right here. It's crazy how many small ones are in this area. All right, y'all. Well, nothing but dinks on this trip. It was really, I would say it was easy to catch fish. We caught a ton of fish. Just extremely hard to find the right fish. I am gonna link another episode where we fished this kind of same pattern right here and did catch several good flounder. I'm gonna link that onto this video. But before we do that, I got a couple of questions I need to ask y'all. So I showed y'all the new bait, right? And we don't normally do that, but I felt like I had some unanswered questions and I really need y'all's help on a couple of things. So on this trip right here, we didn't run any scent on our baits. Me personally, I don't like scent. I don't like scent because of two reasons really. One, it's messy as heck. It gets all over your packaging, typically spills, gets in your tackle box, stuff like that. So for those reasons, or for that reason, I don't like scent. Another reason is it attracts a lot of your croaker and pinfish, and that is what really destroys your bait and you lose the longevity of it, right? I was able to catch 5 or 6 flounder per bait fishing around out here. If I had scent on it, that would be decreased. But I want to know from y'all, do y'all like fishing scent or unscented when fishing for flounder? Comment that down below. And then another thing, comment your favorite color. We're probably only going to package this in 6 colors to start off, and I want to hear from y'all, what colors would y'all like to see in a flounder bait? So comment that down below. Love to see y'all's feedback. It will help me kind of tie all this together and get this bait into production. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead, loop in another video to this one right here where we fish the same pattern and caught a lot of flounder. Good morning, y'all. It is another beautiful day out here on the Gulf Coast, and today it's feeling a little bit good out here. We got 71-degree morning, nice north wind. It's gonna be a great day, and I am craving some flounder, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be targeting a little bit of a marsh system along with a rock jetty, and we're gonna hopefully try to get us a couple of really nice flounder. I'd like to get out of here today with one over 20 inches. That's a pretty big one here on the Gulf Coast, so let's get to it, see if we can make it happen. Y'all look at all the bait that's out here right now. I mean, this entire flat right here is just loaded with bait. That could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I mean, there's like just mullet and pogie popping up everywhere. The lure that I'm gonna be throwing to start off is the Flats Bug by Bugs Fishing. This is one of my all-time favorite flounder lures. I'll talk a little bit more about that later on and what makes it such a good lure. Ooh, right on the edge of that grass. Oh, did I get a bite? Nope. Thought I might have. Maybe I hit an oyster. That was a bite. He's got it again. Got it that time. Got him that time. Yeah. All right, well, first flounder of the morning. I knew I felt that guy bite. Missed him the first shot. Got him the second time. Come here, come here. All right, chill out. Chill out. All right, well, our first fish of the morning. And we started off on the rocks. Current was moving a little bit too heavy for me to fish out there right now, so decided to move into this marsh. And we got our first flounder of the morning, and that is a keeper. I think I'm gonna let this one go. Looking for some bigger ones, and I think we can find them. This one's probably sitting right around 14 and a half, 15 inches. All right, against my better judgment, we're gonna let you go. See you, dude. All right, well, we are on the board. See if we can't find us another one. All right, so this was the creek mouth that that flounder was sitting in. We approached it from that way, caught him right off of the tip. And with the outgoing tide the way we got it right now, that is just an excellent place for flounder to stage up. It's definitely an area that I would expect to hook up on a fish. I would not be surprised if we could get one or two out of the same area. Sometimes they just stack up, and you know, they'll eat pretty good, and then other times you come through and you might just get one. But it's always worth fanning over, making sure you don't miss anything. I just got bit. There he is. Yep, flounder number 2. That one's staying down like a flounder. It is. Boat flip, and that's a keeper right there. I believe that's gonna be one that's gonna go to the house. Chill. He might. Gotta get him to stop. There we go. All right, second flounder out of the same area. I was just saying that oftentimes they'll stack up in those areas. You can catch multiple fish, and I do want to do a catch and cook for y'all. So should we keep that one? Yeah, we're gonna keep that one. He's got some really thick looking fillets on him. That guy'll be perfect. Going in the ice. Now that one wasn't much longer than the first one we hooked up on, but it did look like it had a lot more thickness to it. Like the fillets be pretty good off of that guy. Got him. Oh, he smoked it. That might not have been a flounder, but something definitely whacked it right there. That's a fish. There he goes. That's gonna be another flounder. Flounder number 3. They're all, this one's a little bit shorter, but they've all been right around the same size. That is our third flounder in about the last 6-7 minutes. Yeah, that one's gonna be about a 13 incher right there. But they gotta be 14 inches to keep. So that is what we're looking for. But to be honest, if I can get some 18 or 19s, that would be about perfect. But yeah, we get to keep 5 of them. They gotta be 14 inches. I'm gonna ease back into this bank right here, and I want y'all to see something. So I'm not on my pedals at all. And you can see how fast we're moving out of here right now. And this current, for this area, this body of water, it's moving pretty good right now. So tide is falling really, really good. And that is about the best condition you could hope for when flounder fishing, is just the beginning of that falling tide. All these flounder that hang out around these channels are going to ease up really, really close to this grass line, especially around any kind of pockets. Oh, that's got bit. That's got bit. Let's put it back in there. I mean, he bit it on the cast. I don't know if that was maybe a small trout or a flounder, but he was right on the tip right there. I might have thrown a little behind him. Anyways, like I was saying, any kind of little feeder creeks like we got right here, excellent spot for a flounder to be hanging out, especially in a falling tide. All right, well, I'm about to swap over to a lure with a little bit larger profile and try to get on some bigger flounder back out there on the rocks. But I told y'all I would talk to y'all a little bit about this bugs jig. So the thing I really, really like about it is that it's got a flat head right here, which causes that hook to always be up and that head down in the sand or mud, just like that right there. So if I'm working it over the top of oysters and stuff like that, I have a less likely chance of getting my hook hung up in an oyster or something like that. It really just keeps it upright. It's got that nice curly tail action that those flounder really, really like. And then it's also got rabbit fur on there, which right now it looks kind of banged up, but as soon as it goes in the water, that rabbit hair is extremely light and it just really fluffs up and comes to life, gives it a lot of action even when I'm not working the lure. And then lastly, they do come with a little weed guard right there to keep the weeds off of your hooks. I have these linked down below if y'all want to check them out, the Bugs Fishing Flats jig. All right, well, we're getting ready to switch over to a lure with a bigger profile, but check it out. I have got a ton of awesome content getting ready to come to y'all, and a lot of it is stuff y'all have never seen before. So I got some really, really exciting stuff in the works. Really pumped up for that. But to make sure y'all get to see it, please hit that subscribe button. I am trying to get to 75,000 subscribers this year, and I need all of y'all's help to do that. So please hit that subscribe button. Also, I want to put out content that y'all want to watch, so just drop a comment below. What fish do y'all want to see me target next? And yeah, whichever one gets the most comments or whatever, we'll go out and target those fish. So yeah, just comment below what y'all want to see me catch. And lastly, if y'all are liking the content, be sure to hit that like button, because that always helps the algorithm send it to more people. So definitely hit that like button. So we have swapped out to the Southern Salt Hoodwink. This is our payload color. I will also have these linked down below. 1/4 ounce jig head, a lot of current sweeping across these rocks. The bigger flounder are typically on the rocks, so we're gonna ease our way over there and see if we can't stick us a big one. There he is. Got him. That, oh, dang it. Oh, that was a good one. Oh my goodness, we just missed a good one, y'all. We're gonna try to reset. Oh, dude, that was direct weight. That one right there might sting a little bit. I did not get a good hook set. You're out here flounder fishing, you gotta, whenever you think you got a flounder on, you gotta swing for the fences and try to hit a home run. Make sure you drive that hook all the way through their mouth, and I did not on that one. Got him. Got him. Flounder. There we go. Boom. He nailed it. I mean, that was an aggressive bite. Definitely not as big as the one we lost, but it is another keeper and one for the old hoodwink. There he is right there. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Another one for the box. That is our 4th flounder on the day. Can't tell you how many we've lost, so don't really know. Right, we're gonna turn around and head back the other way. Maybe pick up a couple of them that we missed, I don't know. What I like to do whenever I'm fishing these rocks like this, try to throw I don't know, 3 or 4 feet off of the rock ledge. I do want to be bouncing it on smooth bottom. I don't want a bunch of loose rocks all over here where I'm just getting snagged left and right, because I just can't be efficient that way. But throwing a cast like that, and then I like to give it a little pop, let it settle back in, pop, there he is. I wish got bit. I don't know if that was a flounder or not, but it was definitely a bite. That would have been crazy if we'd have hooked up right there. That might be a flounder. Got him. Yep, that's a flounder. Come here. That's gonna be the biggest one of the day, I think. No, he's just coming through the water weird. Would be another keeper. Yeah, we're gonna throw this one back. He's just barely a keeper. All right, chill. I'm just gonna give you the old kick right here, buddy. See ya, bye-bye. All right, still on the hunt. We got 2 in the box. I'd like to put, like I said, I'd like to get away with a big one, but we at least got dinner. Ease back in here. Give it the old pop. Come on. I know there's a, did I just get bit again? I think it's a trash fish. I know there's a 20-incher sitting right along this channel. Sadly enough, I think I missed him earlier. There he is. There he is. Another flounder. Oh man. Where are the big ones at? Where are the big ones at? Whoa. All right, got the hook out. See you, dude. Bye-bye. Golly, come on. What an incredible morning out here. It is just now going on like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and we have been able to put, I don't know, 8 or 9 flounder in the kayak so far. I've missed a couple. I feel like we're gonna make a couple more passes. I still feel like we're gonna be able to get us a big one. Now I'm about to show y'all something that I do when I'm targeting the same area over and over and over. But before we do that, y'all, if y'all wanna know where we're fishing at, I'm gonna link my Patreon page up here, as well as down in the description. I have several videos talking about this area, where the launch is, this, that, and the other. So if y'all are curious where we're at today and basically how to fish this area for flounder, that will be available to y'all through our Patreon page. But yeah, let's get back to it. Looking for the doggone big ones. All right, so this is a pretty short rock jetty, and I've hit this over and over. It's about the 2nd time. I went down and came back throwing a payload color, so now I have swapped over to the Silent Assassin color, hoping that some of these flounder that I've missed along the way will maybe hit the same profile bait with a different color. And that Silent Assassin right there, it's just clear with some silver glitter in it. So really subtle lure when you're in water like this right here, but it does stand out just enough to draw in a lot of strikes. So got a big one, right under the kayak. I set it down and I felt weight. That's the one we were looking for right there. Come here. Yeah. All right. That's our 17, 18-incher right there. Not like an absolute giant, but compared to what we've caught today, that is a good one. Y'all, look at that one. Yeah. I knew going back and forth on these rock jetties would pay off. Man, something got a hold of that one right there too. Top side and bottom side. Maybe a dolphin, maybe? I don't know. Man, what a fish though. This guy is definitely going in the box. That is the perfect size eating flounder right there. And on the Silent Assassin. Oh, good thump. Very next cast. Another flounder. Come here. That one, oh gosh, we're on the big ones. We're on the big ones now. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Oh man. About the same size as the last one. Nothing like going back to back on flounder though. Come on. That old silent assassin out of your mouth. And that is going to be number 4 for the box. So we get to keep one more flounder before we get out of here. Now, I will say, it is never ever my goal to limit out on fish. I normally just take what I need, but my neighbors hooked me up with some scallops that they went down to Port St. Joe and caught. So I'm gonna try to get some flounder for them and give them a couple of these fish as well. I'm gonna ease right back in the same spot we caught the last 2. You never know, there might have been a whole school of them that eased out of this channel right along those rocks. To catch 2 of them back to back like that, that is not a common thing, not along, you know, rock jetties like this. Certainly expect that around creek mouths and marsh systems, but a lot of times on these rock jetties they're just really spread out, spaced out. Might have just got lucky. Dude, we are on again. We're looping around. That would have been my 3rd cast in a row. No way, we just hooked another one right there. I feel like there's something on right there. Yeah, I definitely got weight. Got him, got him. Unreal, unreal. This is absolutely insane. Come here. We're not gonna net you because we're gonna throw you back. 4 casts in a row, 4 bites, same exact spot. This is another keeper, but I think if we're gonna look for one more, might as well look for one more good one. All right, see you, dude. Get bigger. Yeah. Y'all have ever had any questions on whether or not these hoodwinks are good flounder lures? I hope that this has answered it right here, and especially the silent assassin color to go 4 for 4 right here, the same spot. They are chewing it up. I don't know, we might get us a 5th one. Slow it down. There he is. Bit. Got him. That's another one in the same spot. That one's holding down. That's holding down good. Yeah, good flounder. Good flounder. That's gonna fill our limit out. Same exact spot that I caught those other ones. I just had to let it cool down before I came back into the area. Get in the net. Jesus. Well, y'all know I'm always due for some Guggen stuff. That's one thing I can guarantee y'all when you watch this channel, is you will get to see me look like a Guggen from time to time. But we got him in the net. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Woo, woo, woo. He threw the lure out too. There it is, y'all. Flounder number 5 for the box, and another one sitting around 18 inches. Well, what an incredible morning, y'all. It's not even 10 o'clock. It's like 9:30 right now, and we've caught 11 or 12 flounder, several throwbacks, but we got 5 good ones in the box right now. So we're gonna be able to go home, clean these fish up for y'all, and do a nice little catch and cook for our lunch today. Awesome morning out here on the water. Y'all stay tuned. Catch and cook is coming right now. All right, y'all, so we are back from an amazing flounder trip. Awesome morning on the water. Cannot complain about that. Got some coals going right here. We're about to be grilling some flounder, and I'm gonna be doing a recipe that I have never put here on the channel. As a matter of fact, I have never done this before, ever. So y'all will get to try it with me for the first time. We do have some thunderstorms off in the distance. It is Alabama, summertime in Alabama on the Gulf Coast. Y'all already know it rains every day. So check it out, y'all. So we got our flounder that we filleted up right here. Got a couple of really nice fillets, and what we're going to be doing is using this River Road barbecue shrimp seasoning. Now, if you have never tried this with barbecue shrimp, you are certainly missing out, because it is probably the best barbecue shrimp you're ever gonna have in your life. But with that, we also got some shrimp right here. So what I'm gonna be doing is putting a little bit of avocado oil in this Ziploc bag with the flounder. I'm gonna mix in with this seasoning as well as a pound of shrimp, and we're gonna let that marinate while our coals are going. So real simple right here. Go ahead and get our flounder opened up, unpackage our shrimp that we picked up from Publix. Now, I would normally support our local seafood businesses, but we just happened to be right there in the area of Publix, and it was a last minute decision to add some shrimp in here with this fish. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Yeah, some beautiful shrimp too. So we'll go ahead. In fact, let's do this. Let's put our oil in first. I'm gonna go in with at least a cup, maybe a cup and a half of oil. We love simple recipes here on the channel, especially after being on the water like we do. You know, that sun and conditions just beat us up. Don't always want to just start making a whole lot of complex dishes. Something like this, it's simple. Clean your fish, dump some oil, dump some seasoning, let it marinate for, you know, 30-45 minutes. Throw it in a pan and cook it. Yeah, y'all, that seasoning, it is the truth. It is some good stuff. I can smell it right here, and I can just tell you that's gonna be amazing right there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pop this in the refrigerator for about an hour while our coals get ready, and we'll see y'all here in a little bit. So our coals are done cooking down, our meat's been marinating, and that right there is what our fish looks like. Man, that looks good. So we got 4 fillets we're gonna fish out here, and then we're gonna kind of pile our shrimp around the fish. Probably should have done 2 separate trays. I thought I could make everything fit like this, so it's gonna be just a little bit crowded, but I think it'll be all right. All right, and then we're just gonna take a little bit of our remaining juice that we got here, and we're gonna put that over the top of it, just like that. All right, now the last thing we're gonna do, take a little bit of aluminum foil, and we're gonna wrap this up real nice and tight. So we'll end up putting this over on the grill, letting it go for about 20-25 minutes. Opposite side of the coals right here. Slap a lid on it, and I will see y'all in about 20 minutes. All right, we've been rolling for about 25 minutes. I did went ahead and take a little peek just to make sure the shrimp and fish and everything was looking good. And let me tell y'all, that right there smells absolutely amazing. All right, let's rip the lid off of this thing right here. Y'all look at that. My lens got a little foggy. Hold on just a second. There we go. Y'all, that looks absolutely awesome. I'm just gonna take this fork right here. I'm gonna dig into a piece of flounder. Look at it, it's flaking away just perfect too. There it is. Probably still really hot. Just came off the grill. Let's see about it. Oh, so hot. Very hot. But that right there is absolutely killer. That seasoning's got a little bit of kick to it, but man, is it good. That right there is an absolute winner. Y'all got to try that. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. If y'all did, please leave me a like, comment with any questions, and lastly, I am trying to get to 75,000 subscribers this year. I need all of y'all's help to do that, so please hit that subscribe button, and we will see y'all in the next one.